Good morning, everyone. It is May 14th. This might be actually dropping a little bit later than the morning, so maybe good afternoon. Depends. In this episode, I want to talk about friendship within the Disney theme park community and how important it is. I went to a meetup last Friday. Put on by King of the Castle, and it was awesome. It was fantastic. It's so cool to meet everyone, the different creators and people that are following you, and just overall talking. We've seen each other's faces on the phone so many times. It's great to just be able to talk to people and just to get to know people. The meet and greet stuff in the social media realm is probably actually my favorite. Of all the things that I do within my circle of Ducks of the Caribbean, my favorite thing is meeting people that follow me, people that create content that's similar to mine. I'm overall a pretty shy individual. I kind of stick to myself. You probably picked that up throughout my streaming days. But coming out of my shell and talking to some of the people, and like I'm still not great at meeting people. I will be honest, I'm not the best. I wish I would have talked to more people at the meet and greet, um, people that I follow and stuff like that, and I kind of blew it on that end. But I want to give a big shout out to the people that put on these meet and greets. I wish that more of them happen because it gives me the opportunity to meet some of these people. I wish I was brave enough to put on a meet and greet. I should have done it 3, 4 years ago in the height of my, Ducks of the Caribbean name, I guess. Right now, I don't know if a lot of people would come in, but, you know, I really wish I would have done more of that, inside the park, outside the park, just going on rides with people, just hanging out with them. I've had a lot of great opportunities to do it. I've taken those opportunities. I wish I would have done it more throughout my content creation journey, and hopefully those opportunities play themselves out that I can do them more and I can meet more people and I can talk to more people because it's a lot of fun. I want to give a lot of credit to the people, as I said before, who put it on. It was fantastic. It was in Star Wars. It was a grand old time. Um, Two big thumbs up. My second part of this episode is something I want to talk about while it's still fresh on my mind, and that's the fact that so I came back from Vegas, obviously on Tuesday. Had the episode yesterday talking about Vegas. It's interesting whenever I visit another big tourist location, and I follow some Vegas creators, and it's very similar to how I do my Disneyland, Disney parks, Universal content. I always keep in mind when I'm on these trips to Vegas, like I'm there, maybe in this case, I actually had not been to Vegas in quite some time, few years. It always keeps me in check of like, okay, what is working when people are talking about their things or things to do, events in Vegas, and then I get there and it's like, okay, was the video truthful or was it kind of like all right, we're trying to manipulate you a little bit? The reason I bring this up is so I'm at Disneyland a lot, and these creators are in Vegas a lot. We kind of have the same thing, and I understand how they can fall into the trap, how I can also fall in the trap. But I kind of use them almost as a way when I go to Vegas, I can see, okay, this is what they were highlighting. This is actually good. This is not good. But how much of this is really because you live in Vegas, you're there every single day, and you just have to cover something different? I get the same thing at Disneyland, where I'll go to Disneyland, and this was very much when I was 22, 23. I think back on it, and I think I'm like, okay, how much of this is like, am I covering stuff that's so niche or is so like down the the barrel that like, should I really be highlighting it? Should I use my words differently? It makes me almost a better creator visiting a lot of these places that are high tourist areas. I'm there once in a blue moon. Where at Disneyland, I'm there all the time. It's important. And I get like Space Mountain's fantastic, Big Thunder Mountain fantastic, Pirates of the Caribbean fantastic. But I highlight Storybook Land Canal Boats. Not everyone loves Storybook Canal Boats. I love it, but the weird thing is like how much should I highlight that, because it's not really like a grand old adventure. It's not like this biggest thing ever. I love doing the marathons on like Tiana's and Grizzly. Do I encourage anyone to do that on their vacation when they're here for 2 days? No, that's a horrible idea. That's terrible. Do not do that. But like, I don't want to give the impression on my content of this is what you should do on your vacation. I need to make a video. This is all this is coming down to. I need to make a video and pin it right at the top. This is what you need to do on your vacation. This is what's for entertainment. And this is, I need to start dividing stuff, because I'm beginning to realize now, speaking it out for the first time, this has all been trapped in my head for the last 3 years. Yeah, that's what I need to do. Wow. Great episode here at Ducks, the Daily Duck. I just realized something. But I will go back to what I'm saying. Watching, the Vegas content creators, they do a fantastic job. They do everything they need to do. They really want to show everything that's going on. But at the same time, it's important to be truthful. It's important to be like, hey, this sucks. This is good. We can't just be like, we can't butter everything up to be like, hey, this is a must do, or hey, if you have time, check this out. You can't do that. We just can't do that anymore. We got to a spot where we got to be truthful. We got to be like, things are expensive. We got to do this. We got to do that. You got to skip this. It's the way it works. I think that's how it's got to be going forward. Be truthful. So, I've luckily been truthful to my belief on my account over these last 6 years, but maybe I have strayed people the wrong way of being like, hey, dude, Tiana's 6-hour marathon. Don't do that. Unless you live here. There's so much more to do than Tiana's for 6 hours. All right, guys. I probably am back Monday. I think I'll be back in Arizona, so it'll be easier for me to get back on my schedule. I'm going to say Monday. So I'll see you guys then. Have a wonderful weekend.